grew up watching American Gladiators. I've been training for this my entire life, and now it's my time to shine.
Neon, great job stopping it, working it, side to side. Neon, not letting up. Oh, it's good to be balanced. And down. And he made the break.
Tony P., the American Gladiators are back, and this time around, one of them has DMV roots. We are talking about Ayinde Warren, a.k.a. Neon,
Great name.
who is a Silver Spring native, and tonight he joins us live to talk more about his journey to superstardom, being an American Gladiator, his hometown roots, and much, much more. Neon, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Live Zone Prime Time. A busy night, so I appreciate your patience, but I did want to make sure we got a chance to chat with you.
What's going on, fellas? Thank you guys so much for having me. Glad to be here.
Of course. First and foremost, shout out for your hometown, will you?
Hey, man, Silver Spring, man. We in the building. Let's go, baby. DMV.
Hey,
All right. So, first and foremost, how did you end up on American Gladiators, and what has this experience been like so far?
Oh, man, dude. It's been absolutely incredible. I'm super grateful for the opportunity, but it actually came at one of my lowest points where I had almost did a different show and it didn't work out, and I find myself at rock bottom trying to figure things out. And there was a time for me where I really just focused on self-development and self-work and reading a lot more books, figuring out things that I like to do, and really taking my fitness thing seriously. And one of my boys actually sent me JP, his name is Jonathan Patterson. I got to shout him out, that's my boy.
Love that.
He actually sent me a casting call for American Gladiators. It's just like a little flyer on social media. And he also submitted some of my info to them as well. And I ended up hopping on a call with them, killed that interview, hopped on a second call, killed that interview. And I didn't hear anything for a little while. So I'm like, oh man, what's going on? I thought I was the guy for this, but I kept working out, kept staying ready just in case my name is called. And then they hit me up saying, hey, we got a combine coming up. And I'm like, okay, is this the combine that I thought I was supposed to do 8-9 years ago for the NFL? And I ended up going out there and doing my thing, and fast forward, here we are. The show just dropped last Friday. We got 3 episodes out, and we're already trending number 4 top shows on Prime Video.
Wow. Now, you mentioned in the promo that you've been watching American Gladiators since you were very young. And of course, you pursued the NFL, things of that nature. Was this always a consideration in your mind? You wanted to do a show like this or do kind of like the fitness side of things?
I always knew I was destined for something big. Originally, I thought that was the NFL. I've been playing football since I was literally 5 years old, and it started really because of Gladiators. My mom brought me into the room one time to watch the show for the very first time, and it was like Powerball and Breakthrough and Conquer, and I was immediately glued to the screen, and that helped inspire me to play football. And I ended up doing it my entire life and got to play college at West Virginia State, played high school at Wheaton High School.
Yeah.
Right there in Silver Spring, right on that corner of Randolph Road and Dalewood.
There you go.
And I had a really close shot at the NFL, man, but I got hurt a couple weeks before the combine. So I never even got a chance to showcase my skills and my talents. But I never really lost that hunger and drive to stay healthy and fit, regardless of whatever job that I was doing after I got done with school. Fitness was always a thing for me. It was always a priority for me to stay fit, get in the gym, stay active, stay an athlete, because it's just been such the norm for me my entire life. And so I always felt like I was destined to do something big, and I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity and for it coming back around full circle.
Talk to me about the nickname. Was Neon your nickname before you went into this? Was this one that you got to pick yourself? Was it assigned? American Gladiators has a history of having some of the greatest nicknames of all time.
Neon came about. We actually had a few different name selections, but we kind of ran into a little bit of legalities for other names. But the Neon just seemed like the perfect fit because I've been shining long before the lights showed up, and now the world is just,
I love it.
Just catching on. And so every time I also step into a room, you're going to see this big smile, and I'm going to line up that room and that arena. That's like the essence of Neon. It's a positive guy who understands trials and tribulations, and always, that guy that's able to overcome adversity, and that through his play and the type of character that he is.
Are you shocked by how, again, like years ago there was American Gladiators, a lot of shows then went away, there was a distance in time, now they're back and this nostalgia era is upon us. Did this shock you at all, and do you see this continuing as a series as well as other more nostalgic shows continue in the years ahead?
It was definitely shocking to me when I first heard about it because it was such a big thing back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember just watching the reruns all the time. I always wanted to watch them with my mom. But for it to be back now, this feels like something that is going to be around for a long time. And I think the fans, the people out there who grew up watching the show and loving the show, we're all adults now. We got kids and we got families. I don't have any kids, but a lot of the younger generation, they're adults now. They have families, and it's going to be a big nostalgic factor, man, for them to get to watch it again, but also to see their young ones being able to watch it for the first time. And who knows what kind of positive impact that can have on them moving forward in life.
Okay, so not to give away any trade secrets, but let's say we put Tony P out there against Neon,
God.
okay? He enters the competition.
I might not make
He's
it to
in
the next show.
He's in the dojo. So what would he have to do? What would be the secret to trying to sneak past
I'm
Neon?
also a black belt in karate, by the way, and a brown belt. Just going to say.
It doesn't matter if you have all of the infinity stones that help Thanos, okay? If you step into that ring with me, okay, it might be a little bit of a problem. But no, man, to be able to compete in the Gladiator games, man, you have to be brave, you have to be strong, you have to be fast, and also you gotta have heart. You gotta have heart. You're going up against some big guys, some big girls. We have an incredible cast who they are some people who have been through a lot, and they've been prepared for this moment for a very long time, and even when we didn't really know it. And who knows, I would say maybe if we come back season 3 or something, season 2, season 3, I would say submit your name and see what happens. You never know. You never know. There's all different types of people that be on the show, so, see what happens.
Chris is already encouraging me to too many bad things and
I
bad
just love
ideas.
volunteering, Tony.
You
P.
always do it yourself. Now, let me ask you this. If you could take us behind the scenes of how this all works, right? What is the process like of getting onboarded into this, doing the filming, being there for all that time, the competitions? What is it like to be a cast member every day behind the scenes?
It's exciting. Honestly, it's exciting.
I can imagine.
Everything about it was just, wow, I'm really here. I'm really about to do this. Like, I'm really a gladiator. You have a million different cameras in your face. You have this huge arena. You have people doing your hair. You got makeup. You have these contenders who have some incredible stories, man. Who've been through so much. You got people on there that waited 17 years for this kind of opportunity,
right?
Or people that have been through some kind of adversity. I think one of the contenders broke their back at one point, never thought that she'd be able to walk again, but here she is competing on American Gladiators. And it's just an incredible experience to be able to be there and to contribute to the success of the show.
So you've been in locker rooms with football teams. What is the atmosphere like when you're surrounded by your fellow gladiators? Is there competition between you guys, or are you all kind of encouraging each other and pumping each other up, both physically and mentally?
It's definitely both, because iron sharpens iron. Like me and Mayhem, man, we go back and forth all the time. Even when we're just working out and we're in the gym, we're trying to compete with each other on the bench press. If I do 315 for 10 reps, she's going to tell me, oh, man, that's too light. You got to go up, all right? And we'll just go back and forth like that. But then at the same time, all the gladiators, we're here encouraging and each other, and we're all here to showcase our skills and showcase our talents, but also lift each other up. So it's like one of those things where we know this is a big opportunity for everyone. We're making sure we are lifting as we climb.
What is one thing about the Hollywood streaming experience that you just went through that might surprise a lot of people back home?
That would surprise me. The amount of adrenaline that's pumping through your body. Trying not to say anything crazy. Like you're on screen, you're being filmed, it's happening all at once.
You got to control it.
Make sure that you go out there and give it your all. And I think everybody out there was really just being themselves, and I think that's what makes Gladiators so awesome. Everybody's out there being themselves and having a good time, but also making sure we get the job done.
All right. If people want more Neon, A, where can they follow you? And B, if they want to follow in your footsteps, if you've inspired anybody out there who not only wants to maybe be an American Gladiator someday, but even if they just want to get in the gym, what's your advice to them watching right now?
Yeah, so my advice to you is to first believe in yourself and have a goal for yourself. If you want to get fit, if you want to build muscle, if you want to lose weight, if there's something that you want to do, you have to believe that you can achieve it. And then you have to create an action plan in order to do that. If you don't have an action plan, then what you can do is hire a coach like myself, where you can find me on Instagram at SwolePatrol _ and I actually have been coaching and training people for quite some time. And I help you not only get great results, but teach you the things that are necessary for you to not need me in the future.
I really just wanted to hear you drop the name of your Instagram handle. Swole Patrol might be one of the greatest of all time.
I'll tell you, because now I also watch a little bit of Joey Swole as well. I think he's a fitness guy, Joey Swole, too. I love that name, Swole Patrol. That is so cool. And
funny name about SwolePatrol. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
It started in high school. My friends actually clowned me for the first Twitter name I gave myself. It was Swag Daddy 23.
I like that.
Also,
right?
Both are good.
It was Swag Daddy 23. I can't make this up. And then my boys go, you can't do that. So they start throwing out names, this and that. And they're like, Ayinde, how about Swole Patrol? Because you're always at the gym working out. You're starting to get swollen. We always see you patrolling the hallways, trying to get people to go to the gym with you. And so I just made that my Twitter and Instagram name. And I cranked out 50 push-ups at the time when I did that. And then when I got to college football, got into a real strength and conditioning program and started putting on lean muscle. And then when I got finished with school and eventually ended up becoming a personal trainer, it just became my brand. I'm Swole, and I patrol everyone out there, making sure we're staying healthy and fit. So if you are someone out there that's looking to get fit and looking to get great results, just go to my Instagram at SwolePatrol _ and just shoot me a message or hit the link in my bio, or you can sign up for online coaching.
That is incredible. My final question, you talked about something at the beginning that really hit home with me, is that this moment for you came at a time where you were pivoting and having a rock bottom moment to get to this point. What would be your advice for anybody in the creative industry or someone who's doing fitness or any type of endeavor? How do they pivot properly? How do you handle those rock bottom moments? And my question is, as you look to the future, where do you see yourself growing with this? Do you want to take this to the next level, do another show, or what does your future plans look like?
I'll say that if you're someone going through a tough time, maybe you hit rock bottom, always know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you just have to believe that tough times don't last. Tough people do. And that's been something that I've lived with for an extremely long time. I have faced incredible amounts of adversity, from not making it to the NFL and having to go through that post-football depression, trying to figure out what my purpose is in life, because I've been doing football my entire life. And then I did jobs that I was really great at, but I wasn't loving it.
Yeah.
Trying to figure that out, and then I almost did a really big dating show, and then I got really close to doing that, and then that didn't work out. And then my car was actually stolen a month before we did the combine for American Gladiators.
Wow.
But I still showed up as if everything was good in the hood, and I've already been through so much, and I've built up my resilience, and I know that I'm going to find a way to keep moving forward. One thing that I've learned in college that one of my coaches taught me is the FITFO mentality. It stands for figure it, the F out. You can probably plug in what F stands for.
Yes.
But find a solution, find a way to get it done, because once you realize that, hey, obviously we're probably not going to live to 150 or 200.
Who knows?
Looking at maybe AI.
You're right. We're living forever now.
But when you start looking at things that, hey, maybe this not might last forever, maybe I need to start looking at things just a little bit differently and just find a solution, find a way to keep moving forward. So that's my advice to someone out there, and always understand it's another day in paradise, and you are truly living the dream. You're breathing, you have an opportunity to make your life better. And I think to answer the second question, where do I see this going? Man, honestly, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity, and I think this is a really big highlight of my life. But something that I've been saying a very long time is that this is just the warm-up. I think that I've been through so many different things, and I've learned so much, and I've acquired so many different skills. Runway modeling, down Miami Swim Week, and New York Fashion Week, and
Wow.
playing college football in the past, and influencing on social media, and being able to do commercial work. And I would love to maybe act one day in movies, and
Yeah.
and also create a platform to teach people about financial literacy and investing. And I have my thoughts in so many different areas. I like to think of myself as like mini Dwayne Johnson, just with a full head of hair. You know? He's such a great guy, and he's such a hard worker.
I can tell.
We see how many different things that he's able to put himself in, and I see myself like that. And so I use him as a source of inspiration.
Yeah.
And you are turning
really
around
cool.
and inspiring a whole new generation yourself.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us. We can't wait to see how far your star continues to shine. And just remember your friends here at Fox
Yes,
5
please.
and back here in the DMV
Of course.
when you take over
Of course.
Hollywood
Exactly.
and the world. Just a reminder, everyone, you can check out Neon on American Gladiators
Wow.
streaming on Prime right now. Tony P., how cool was that?
That was just like,
See, that's why I wanted to make sure we got that in.
we